scary story. Hello everyone, my most beloved subscribers. You know I always try to be very careful when it comes to my personal safety in our world. Unfortunately, anything can happen and it's better to be on the safe side. I never stand too close to the edge of the sidewalk. When I'm waiting for the green light at the traffic light, I always share my location with my mom or sister so they know that I'm okay, and where to look for me if anything happens. I try to be as attentive as possible on the street, especially when it gets dark. But with the last point, I sometimes make mistakes, and this terrible story is direct proof of that. In short, it happened last night. Well, it was well past midnight. I picked up my best friend. She was working the night shift at the hospital, and on the way home, I decided to drop by my favorite store for some goodies. But you know, chips, a chocolate bar, maybe some kind of energy drink, to make it through until the morning. This store is of course far from the center, in such a quiet, almost deserted area. But before I always felt calm there, although to be honest, it's so late I've never stopped there before. I leave the store with a full bag of food, and the old one, the cashier, was already closing the doors for the night, and turning on the light. And then something made me do something I usually never do. In my life I decided to have a snack right in the car. Usually I try not to linger in deserted parking lots, especially when I'm alone, and at such a late hour. But apparently I was really hungry after all this driving. And after the recent breakup with my ex at home, I somehow don't feel comfortable at all. Anyway, I wasn't in a hurry. I turned on my favorite podcast on my phone about all sorts of chilling stories, and started gobbling up my sandwich. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet, listening to the presenter tell another creepy story, and then this in Delhi is suddenly interrupted by a simply piercing female scream. I jumped up in my seat abruptly, tear my eyes away from the phone screen, and see some woman standing right in front of my car and frantically waving her hands at me. My car was parked right in front of the entrance to the store facing him, and only a narrow sidewalk separated us. I didn't at all. I noticed her approach. I'm telling you honestly, it was as if she just appeared out of the ground, like some kind of evil spirit. She walked around my car and stopped right at my driver's window, and started pointing her finger down at the ground. Well, you all know that universal gesture, like roll down the window. Yeah, she's running now, I thought to myself. Watch and listen to the full continuation of this scary story at the link in this video, or in the description, or in the comments. Also visit my channel to see other long videos with scary stories. Subscribe to my channel. Give it a like if you enjoyed the video. Recommend it to your friends. Check out my videos, friends. And if you have your own scary stories to share, send them to me via email. Thank you so much.